back to yet another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and today I'm going to be ranting my ass off because this is just right. This is right after the baby showcase, right? I just did a baby showcase, and that video is going to be up whenever it's up, right? And this video is probably going to be up afterwards, but at the end of that video, I got pretty heated because I was reading baby stuff, and it's just like I'm reading this, and it's not making any sense to me how like fodder baby almost is. I do think that he has some value somewhere. It's just it's not gonna be in red zone. It's definitely not gonna be in red zone. I think Super Battle Road maybe is where baby's gonna shine, unfortunately, right? But I've got a couple tabs open of all the recent extreme class characters extreme class banner unit characters that we have gotten so far. And I just want to talk about like this buffoonery Dokkan is doing, and maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you don't. This is going to be a little bit heated, right? Because me personally, man, I am very passionate about this game. I love this game to death. I've been playing it for 8 years now, so I want to see this game thrive, and I don't think it's going to do that if they keep if the balance is weighed in super classes favors only. I think it should be even, like an even split between who's good and who's not, right? We have so many Super Saiyan Gokus, so many like base form Gokus, so many so many Saiyan characters in general. We can afford to lose some of those guys, but we can't afford. They can't. For number one, they can't be premium units, right? And they can't be they can't be the big Dokkan Fest stuff. I think, okay, they can't be big hype units that you're going to be spending your money on. But if they're a banner card, who fucking cares, right? Who cares if a superclass character is missing out in a little bit, right, as a banner card? But like as a top-notch Dokkan Fest, I don't think any character should be lacking in any way, shape, or form at all. I think that is the healthiest the game is going to be. I understand that there has to be some there's going to be units are going to age out, and that's fine. They don't have to age out immediately though. But like baby and stuff like that, or Raditz. It's just insane how insane they're, like how crazy they're like designing these units. But I want a balance between super class characters and extreme class characters. I think there could be in the future. Hopefully they get their heads out of their asses soon, because baby is like characters like baby. Like we need characters like baby to be good. Banner unit characters like baby should be good. They hardly come out. They're very few and far between, right? Especially a character like Baby, man. Baby is such a rare character to get in this game. So, like, we needed him to be good. At least helping out some other characters on his team. Like, at the very least, supporting his team, right? The same way as Vegeta, Rage Vegeta and Nappa, or Rage Vegeta and Yajirobe. And we're going to talk about that today. So, anyway, I have all the characters pulled up. A lot of the recent banner card units that we have, and I have these two here for comparison, just to kind of like read out what they're doing, right? Because I think these guys are actually genuinely super good for banner unit cards, dude. Like banner units, like these guys are very, very good. So let's go ahead. We have first case, specimen number 1, Nova and Ice Shenron, right? This unit came out, and everybody knew that they were fodder, instantly fodder. But I will say what they have over baby is that they're orb changing. They're orb changing. At the very least, they're helping out their team in some sort of capacity by orb changing, right? The problem is they need those orbs. So that's one of the problems. It's just wonky design. You know what I mean? Like it's just wonky design. Let me read out their passive for you real quick. Changes AGL and STR key spheres to tech key spheres. Attack and defense 130%, plus an additional defense 34% when attacking with 3 or more key spheres obtained, plus an additional attack 130%. Like you see what they're doing here, right? 100 and plus an additional attack 34% when attacking with 4 or more key spheres obtained. Launches an additional super attack when attacking with 7 or more tech key spheres obtained. Attacks effectively against all types when the target enemy is stunned. Can you guys comprehend how why that's not good? Like, do you guys understand why that's not a good passive to have for a character like Ice and Nova Shenron? It's awful, right? Because right here they're changing. I think this is good. This is good. Them changing key spheres. Now, if it were rainbow, if it were just rainbow key spheres, dude, like that'd be fine. If they got rid of the 7 or more key spheres for what? For what? For what? Launching an additional super attack? You got to get 7 key series if I want to launch an additional super attack. Like, you guys fundamentally, you understand how that's horrible, right? That's just awful. The trade-off there is not there. Somebody on that team, somebody on one of their teams, it's like you're not running their team in the first place because everybody on the fucking team is awful in general. But, like, everybody on those teams, like, there are so many characters, there's characters on there that would much rather have those orbs, like LR Baby or like even LR Super 17, right? Like, those characters want those orbs more than they would need them more than Ice and Shenron. Who fucking cares if Ice and Shenron get an additional super attack? Like, who cares about this unit? We want them to be floating. We want them floating, right? It's nice. It is nice that they raise their defense by 30% here, but who cares? Who cares, right? I actually could care less whether or not they get the additional super attack. Like, it could help them, but this unit wouldn't need help if they were better, if they were just better, right? Start giving these extreme class characters guard, damage reduction, or like super heavy support for all characters, right? I think this unit, what they do have over Baby is the orb changing, but the orb changing is not even really good because it's type orb changing. It's not rainbow key spheres. It's not rainbow key orb changing, right? Which would be awesome for this character. I think it would be so good. But like, you have to get 7 or more tech key spheres. Like, what like what were they cooking? What were they cooking with this unit, man? That's case in point number 1, man. Like, this unit is just, it's stupid how they designed this unit. And I guess you could say, like, you know, even last year, 2022, the 7th year anniversary, Broly, the SCR Broly that came out there, he wasn't even really good. Like, he wasn't even really good when he came out. He was all right. Like, but these guys just, they aren't good. They just aren't good. They're fine. They're just fine, dude. Like, whatever. Right? I guess I'll run them. They're probably one of the best on GT bosses for sure. But like, like, dude, like, look what else they have. Like, look at their categories, bro. Their categories: Joined Forces, GT bosses, and Shadow Dragon Saga. Like, you couldn't have made him a bit better. He's on 3 categories. Like, really, what is he doing throughout the game? You couldn't have made him a bit better, bro. Like, it's insane. It's insane. And I get I'm reviving skeletons. Like, no one's fucking using this unit or anything, but it's just an example of like this trend of them doing this to extreme class banner units. It's absolutely nuts. It's nuts. And I know that this is my 3rd video talking about it, but they keep doing it. And I gotta keep talking about it. They keep doing it, bro. I had to bring attention to it because it feels like no one else is. I know there's some bigger Dokkan YouTubers who do, right, and who are genuinely as frustrated as I am when it comes to this stuff. And it's not frustration because I hate the fucking game. Like, I love the game. That's why I'm frustrated, right? I want these units to be better. I want them to be better. Case in point number 2, Dr. Mew and Dr. Giro. This unit is like, okay, like, whatever, right? I guess let me start out by reading their passive. Okay. Attacking defense 150%, plus an additional attacking defense 100% when performing a super attack. Target Goku category allies key +1, attacking defense 30%, which I will say they have over Broly. I mean, not Broly, over Baby. That is good. I think this is fine. I have no problem with support at all. Like, he's helping out the team in some sort of capacity. He's helping out like a lot of the units on the team. That's good. That is really, really good, right? And then he gets an additional key +1 in attacking defense for target Goku category allies for 2 turns with 3 or more key spheres obtained. Like, that's good. I just like the condition there is silly. Like, who cares? Like, why does he need, just give him the 3, just give him 50%. Just 50% to target Goku allies. Like, key plus 2, 50% to target Goku. Like, that's not hard to do. Like, you've done it with plenty of other characters. Superclass specifically, like, you don't restrict superclass characters. You do the same as with these extreme class banner units. It's just not ringing any bells in my head. I don't understand why this happens, but that could be a nitpick. You can consider that a nitpick. 3 orbs aren't very hard to get, but you're not really prioritizing orbs for Mew and Dr. Giro, right? Like, that's how I'm looking at it. So for 2 turns with 3 or more key spheres obtained, plus when there is an enemy whose name includes Goku, Youth, Captain excluded, seals all enemies. Super attacks if seals all enemies super attacks if HP is 70% or more at the start of turn. Like, plus an additional attacking defense 150% and guards all attacks. I will say that Dr. Mew so far, right? Dr. Mew and Dr. Giro so far, I think are actually probably better than Baby. Is that ridiculous to say? Is that ridiculous to say? I would probably say that Dr. Mew and Dr. Giro are better than Baby because they're at least providing a lot more, right? And they guard. Like that's what my main complaint about Baby is he's providing nothing and he's doing nothing. Like that's pretty much what Baby's doing, man. He can hit hard. He can hit hard-ish, not even hard, hit hard-ish, and he's doing nothing. That's about it, right? But at least Dr. Giro and Dr. Mew are guarding, and then they're providing support, right? Granted, there are restrictions to that support, and there also are restrictions to how you get the guard, and then also the seal. The seal doesn't even really matter, but the guard definitely is very important, right? Plus the additional 150% attack and defense, like that is important. But we don't have any super difficult Gokus in the game to fight, like not red zone level or anything like that at this point. So it's pretty much a passive that you're only going to see when you're fighting, like maybe in Super Battle Road, and then in the legendary Goku events. Like that's pretty much it. That's when you're really ever going to see this guy. I don't know why they're like lowering the standard of extreme class support or extreme class banner units, but they just are. Like they're legendary Goku event level pretty much. That's pretty much what these guys are. Like you saw in my Baby showcase, like Baby took some damage. Like 23k on normal is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous, but I digress. His links, man. Prodigy, Thirst for Conquest, GT, Scientist, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. Like, okay. All right. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Scientist. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at Scientist real quick. Let's see what this link. Oh, whoa. Really? Wow. Okay. Like, they're so good. They're so good, dude. They're so good. These banner units are so good. Yeah, and then his categories: Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Battle of Wits. Like, I'm just saying, if you're gonna give a character nowadays 4 categories only, make them better. Like, just make them better. They don't even have to be like Dokkan Fest level or anything. Like, just make them good. Just make them good all around units to fill in spots on these teams. The 4 teams that you put them on. Like, let's be honest, man. You're not running him on Joint Forces. You're not running him on Terrifying. Well, you might run him on Terrifying Conquerors, but you're not running him on like Battle of Wits. Like 50% of this dude's categories are useless. Like you're running him on 2. Just make him better, man. Just make them better. It's ridiculous. Now Frost. Frost to a lot of people, honestly, like people complain about Frost. I think Frost isn't. Like, he just wasn't what Kale needed. He's full of attack and stuff like that. I'm not going to sit here and say that Frost is, like, the worst banner unit of all time. Like, he's definitely better than, I think, a lot of people on this list. A lot of people that I've brought up, especially better. Oh, my God, especially better than these fucking guys. But, like, he's definitely better. All right, let's just read out his passive and then like his links and then his stuff. Also, he's on 3 categories, by the way. Should have made him better. Just saying, should have made him, like, guard and stuff like that and defensive. But basically, okay, so this is what he's doing. Right, attacking defense 80%, plus an additional attacking defense 160% when performing a super attack. Jesus Christ, my brain was farting there, I think. And then transformation boost category allies, key +1, and attacking defense 30%, plus an additional attacking defense and chance of performing a critical hit. 10% for all allies who belong to the Universe Survival Saga category. Like, this is fine. Like, I'm fine with support, bro. Support is good. On all banner units. All banner units should have support. If they release with a Dokkan Fest headliner, give them support. Give them support. Hands down, bottom line, that should be the standard, is giving all banner units support. If they're releasing with a headliner Dokkan Fest, like, all of them should have support if they're doing that. Right? That's just, should be the standard. It should be. Or at least orb changing or something, dude. Or just a general all-around defensive juggernaut. Like, that's just what they should be. I don't give a shit if my banner unit card can, like, hit a 10 million attack set. That I do not give a crap. I couldn't care less. Okay, let's see. And then defense, chance of performing a critical hit for 10% for all allies who belong in the Universal Survival Saga category. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. And attacked enemies attack negative 20% for 2 turns when your team has another transformation boost category ally in the same turn, plus an additional attack 160% when the target enemy is attack down status in status and defense down status, stunned, or the target enemy super attack is sealed. Like, this is only really viable in like red zone, or not red zone, super outer road. Right, you're not really seeing that anywhere else. Most bosses cancel like half of this guy's passive, right? Like, it's pretty unfortunate what they did to Frost, but like, I think I'm not gonna sit here and say Frost is awful, right? Because Frost is doing like stuff that we would want from a banner unit. He's just not doing all of it, right? Like, we wanted this guy to be defensive, like a super defensive guy, so Kale was able to have that character that she really needed in that first slot. And I think Frost could have been that, and he wasn't, unfortunately, right? That's my problem with Frost, really. I think I think this Frost is useful. I do think there is a use for this Frost, for sure. He's one of the best I think he is one of the best. Am I going to say he's one of the best on his category? Maybe. I think he is, right? I think I could confidently say that. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe that is copium. But I'm just saying, like, Frost, he's not the worst, right? But there are inconsistencies compared to him, and we'll read him out a little bit, right? We'll read him out a little bit. Compared to him and then the other super class banner units that have come out, for sure. Like, definitely. Like, you compare this guy to SDR Piccolo, like, hello? He's definitely not better than SDR Piccolo, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. He's not better than Yajirobe, at least to me. I haven't, actually, you know what? Let me hold judgment on that. But like, the Rage Vegeta, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's definitely not better than SDR Piccolo, though. That I can say with certainty. He's just not. And then there's Baby. Like, Baby is doing a whole lot of nothing. That's my biggest problem with Baby. He's just doing a whole lot of nothing, right? I guess you can read off his categories here. Frost's categories before you start off anywhere else. But Universe Survival Saga Transformation Boost in Universe 6. Like, this, like, if you're going to give a character 3 categories, make them good enough to be ran on all 3 of them. Make them good enough. Make them great. Okay? That is my advice to you, Dokkan. That's my advice to you. And this has been a long video already. I'm sorry if I'm like, if I sound too heated. It is coming from a place of passion, right? Like, I do love this game to death, and it's just unfortunate. Like, I love extreme class characters, bro. I really do. I'm a extreme class big rider. I love them. It's just they're not good. It's just not good. All right, so key +3 attack and defense 150% plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. Sure, right? Sure. And then attack and defense 100%, attacks guaranteed to hit. I think this is just like a complete useless part of his passive. Like, who cares? Who cares, bro? Like, enemies dodging my super attacks, I don't really care all too much, right? Because like, he won't dodge everybody's super attack. If he dodges Babies, sure, like, whatever, man, whatever. I don't know, man. I just think that's a useless part of his passive. I really do. I think performing a critical hit is honestly whatever. If it was backed by something else, I think that would be fine. Him critting would be perfectly fine with me. If it was backed by like a defensive thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, if it was dodge and then like critical hit or something like that, I think Baby would be so good with dodge. Okay, whatever. Chance to perform a critical hit. And stuns the attacked enemy when there is a pure sands or hyper sands category enemy, plus an additional key +3 and attack 180% when there is a pure sands category enemy, plus an additional key +3 and attack 180% when there is a hyper sands category enemy. Like, it's just, he's too much attack, not enough defense, in my opinion. Like, change this to defense. Honestly, change this to defense. Change this to defense. I don't give a shit if Baby's hitting like a 5 million. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a shit if Baby's hitting a 1 million attack stat. As long as he's defensive as hell, like, fine. And supporting, like, great. Baby is good. Baby is good in my opinion. If he, like, everybody can do damage in this game. Let's stop fucking acting like damage is the most important thing in this game ever. I think a good mix of both is definitely good, right? If Baby were doing 5 million attack stats with like a 800k defensive stat, like, A round of applause for Baby. He's what we want. He is what we want. And supporting, like, yes. Yes, dude, that's great. That's great. But he's not that. Unfortunately, he's way less than that. He's doing a whole lot of nothing. That's all I'm going to say. He's doing a whole lot of nothing for your team. He's linking well with Baby. That is for sure. He definitely links well with Baby. Sharing 5 links with LR Baby. That's good. Hopefully, like, LR Baby's EZA is perfect enough to carry the backs of every other Extreme Class character in the game. Hopefully, maybe. But it doesn't look like that. Like, with the trend going on, I don't know if that's going to happen, right? The good thing I will say about Baby, though, is he's on plenty of categories, right? Plenty of categories that do need help, for sure. Like Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Form, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Revenge, Inhuman Deed, Space Traveling Warriors, GT Bosses. Like, people could make the argument that, like, Transformation Boost is actually a pretty good category. But, like, my outlook, my perspective on Transformation Boost is it's more of a villain category than it is a superclass category, right? Like, you could run, I mean, I guess you could run Kale for the Transformation Boost if you wanted to run like a pure like a super class variation of it. Like, I mean, like, these are the leaders we have right now, right? I mean, these are the extreme class character leaders that we have right now. I'm honestly gonna say it, man. Like, neither of these are good enough to be ran as leaders. I mean, I think Boo is good. He's definitely really good, but like and 170% is pretty good too. But it's just wonky. Boo is wonky because he has different forms. Cooler, you're not running double Cooler as a lead. You're definitely not running double Cooler as lead. I think, honestly, your best bet is Kale and running just like a super class Transformation Boost character. Like a Transformation Boost team, man. Like, dude, look at the difference in Transformation Boost right now. Okay? There's more. It feels like there are more extreme class characters on Transformation Boost. Like, just look at it compared to Superclass. But look at the power of Superclass characters, right? We have Kale, Dokkan Kale. We have LR Gohan. We have LR Piccolo. We have the Gods. We have LR Vegito. We have, well, oops, whatever, right? We have LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the actual, like, #1 best unit in the game, right? LR Gogeta, Beast Gohan. Like, dude, do you guys see a difference here? Like, do you see what's happening? Who do, like, they have Boo, sure. They have Frieza, yes, they're good. Cell's good. Cooler's good. Janemba's all right. He's aging. But look at this whole look at this whole thing of LRs. Like, I picked out maybe a handful, right? These two, Cell, Cooler, and maybe Janemba. Like, already, dude, you see a power imbalance? Do you see this, dude? Look how many more better characters there are just on this row alone. Just on this row alone. Right? If you go down, like Kale, Gogeta, right? This Vegeta is aging, but he was all right, right? Transformation Goku, whatever. Like, who do you have here? Cell, Golden Frieza. Like, who else? Like, who else in this area? No one, right? No one. You've got this guy who's actually pretty good, and then you got Super Boo, or Boo here, which is, did he get an EZA? I can't remember. No, he didn't EZA. Okay, yeah, no. You got Boo, which isn't honestly good. He's not good, but like, you have him. Who do you have in this category? I guess maybe I guess you could say that, yeah, extreme class character is probably one of the tech part here. Like, they're pretty, like, super class is lacking in tech, but like, that's just because there's so many more extreme class characters. They've got to be better at some point, right? Him, Frost is better. I think Frost is good. Like, that's already two okay ones. Just okay. They're just okay though. Boo, I mean, Janembu is pretty okay. Janemba, I'm not even gonna entertain that, man. I'm sorry. Golden Cooler, sure, yeah, definitely. Except not really, because he's restricted. Actually, is he? Let's see. Yep. He is restricted, guys. Hey, look at that. Look at that, huh? This guy's also good too. He's also pretty good, for sure. I'm not even gonna go. So villains do win in this sense, but that's still like they're not winning way too much, man. I'm gonna be real. They're not winning by a lot. They are not winning by a lot. And now this is god awful, right? This is awful. This is actually fodder, trash, garbage. Who do they have here that wins? Frieza? Golden Frieza. Hey, and then I guess maybe him. I don't know, man. I don't know. At least he's providing support. Yeah. I guess those two. This guy, sure. But you got like him. You have him. You have her. You have him. Like, yeah, the villains definitely take the cake there. Now here, you got Goku. This guy is okay. Who beats them? I mean, they got Broly here. That's about it. Yeah, man. Like you understand that the transformation boost isn't even all that crazy. Villain wise, like it's really not. Super class transformation boost actually takes the cake there. They need to give us a good transformation boost character or leader. That's a villain. And then also like just buff the shit, like buff more villains. Like we just need more villains. Just give us more villains on this team, honestly, please. Artificial life forms, like this category is bad. It's just bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. They have some good options on here, like the Gamma 1 is definitely very good. Boo is definitely very good. Cell, him, I've honestly I don't really like this unit. Gamma 2 is definitely very, very good. Aider is definitely good. Cell is okay once he transforms into perfect. He's all right. Like there's some good units on here, some good picks, but like overall the team is just not great. This guy's okay too. It's just not good overall. But yeah, I guess that'll just conclude it. This video's gone on long enough. I've been ragging on it a lot. Like I'm not trying to shit on the game at all. Like trust me. If there are any points that I've missed, let me know in the comments, guys. I really would appreciate your guys' feedback. And you know, honestly, like I'm not this isn't like a shit fest, right? I'm not trying to hate on the game way too much, but like these extreme class banner units are just driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts that they're releasing them like that. If LR Baby is bad, it's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see, though. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, boys. I really appreciate anybody who stayed until the very end of the video. If you did, obviously you enjoy the content, so go ahead and like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Let's try to be better people every single day. And I will see you all in the next one.